the sickle cell community. So if people want to support you and, like, get involved with what you're doing, or if there's somebody on here who is and want to get in touch with you, like, what would they do?
Okay, so our email address is sicklecellcause, all lowercase, one word. So that's the word sickle cell cause, CAUSE, @gmail.com. And our telephone number is 07508 908 549.
Is that the one you gave before, or is that a different one?
No, it'll be the one I gave. No, it's a different number to the George Marsh Centre.
Okay, well, give me that number again, what you just gave. 020.
Right, so the George Marsh Centre to get testing.
Oh, no, I've got that. No, we've done that one. So if you give me the one to, get in touch with you, yeah.
Okay, so that's 07508.
07508.
908.
549. Fantastic. All right, we'll post that now as well.
Volunteers like the admin department, to help with awareness. We've had so many plans for this year. We had our 2020 vision, set up. We had a lot of new volunteers coming, and we was training them up and so forth. And then this pandemic started, and it sort of like locked down everything, what we do out in the community. But we do have an annual sponsored walk, which tend to take place. That's going to take place in September, the 12th of this month. Everybody tries to say
Sam, you just froze. Sam, your internet connection just froze. So if you can just repeat that again.
Yep. Okay, so I was saying September is recognised worldwide as Sickle Cell Awareness Month. So throughout the world in September, we try to do as much awareness programs, as possible. And we will be hosting our annual sponsored walk on the 12th of September this year. Hopefully we'll still be able to do that, And also the 19th of June is World Sickle Cell Awareness Day. And we had plans to celebrate 5 years of Sickle Cell Cause, which was created by Dr. Neville Clare, who was a sickle cell patient. And created the first anemia research, and we use his blueprint, or black print, I like to say, of how we support each other with regards to sickle cell in the community. Sadly, we lost him in 20 cells. The first 6 months of Sickle Cell Cause, he was on the phone to me every Sunday at 4 o'clock, advising me on certain things to do. So Sickle Cell Cause is really his inspiration. And we was planning this year on celebrating 5 years of Sickle Cell Cause by doing a celebration of his life, on the 19th of June. So we're not sure if that can still happen. We may do something online, but we think we believe it is very important that we continue to recognise those that stepped before us and laid the foundations, and keep the name alive, because a lot of people will try to forget, but we're not going to forget.
Exactly.
No, sorry, Kim.
What I was going to ask you, Sister Samantha, affect people with that want to have a child or whatever, because I know certain family members, in-laws, that had sickle cell disease, and they said they couldn't have children, they're not supposed to have children, all that kind of stuff, So I just wanted to know, what the issues are around that, if there are any.
Well, the thing is, right, we live in a modern world now, and people have choices. You know, on a personal level, I think I feel blessed, you know, with my life, you know. So I'm never going to say that, you know, I should never have been born, you know. So I wouldn't, you know. But what I would say is that people do need to get it, and if you have, so you know, you're aware that there's a, you know, chance in. There's a 1 in 4 chance in every pregnancy that you will have a full-blown sickle child, right? But then there's counselling and there's advice, you know. And you may decide that you would like to adopt even. You know, there's different, you know, choices, you know, to be a parent. But I know you're talking about being a natural parent, and I think that is the decision of the individual. But I do believe that everybody should be tested so that when, you know, they do come together to make children, they can make informed decisions and not find out after a child is born and find yourself with a sickle child, because having a sickle child is not easy.
Because more to the point, some people I know with sickle cell disease, the doctors have said to them not to have children, don't ever get pregnant, and they've gone on to have children and they're fine with the children. Do you know, nothing's really changed. It's a blessing. They had been advised, they said to me, not to have children.
Yeah. Yeah, I was advised, especially in my last one, I was strongly advised, you know, it was strongly suggested that I terminate. The words that they were using and all this type of, you know, so, you know, they do try it, but, you know, my last child was born in 1993, so I don't know the differences like with child, you know, care and sickle cell nowadays. We do have people, younger, you know, parents in our organisation that you can speak to that can, you know, advise of what's being said and what's, you know, going on with, you know, childbirth and sickle cell. But on a general, our support group will say, be informed. We have counsellors, and some of them are NHS staff. We have like specialist staff that do counselling, you know, as well as peer support, peer-to-peer support, you know. But be tested so that you can make informed decisions, you know. And it is a painful, you know, illness, you know, and it affects people differently. You know, it's not a one-sock-fit-all type of condition. Everybody has different issues with their sickle cell, you know. So some are more severe than others, some, you know. So even having, you know, sickle cell, the thought of just because to me is not, you know, because they may not be that affected. We don't know how that child is going to be affected, but go into your pregnancies fully informed, weighing up the pros and the cons. As I said, there's always adoption if you want to be a parent and you don't want to take the chance to have a sickle child.
And Sister Sam, not to be morbid or anything, right? But I think it's important that this question gets asked because you've given a lot of information this evening, and very, very good information. However, what I would like to know is, in terms of stats, right? What is, like, for every sickle cell person that goes into hospital with really serious symptoms, pain, like, how many people survive? Do you know what their stats are?
And just on the back of that, just so that you don't have to get cut, Sister Sam, just on the back of that, because my question's like relating to Jeanette's as well. Do they put, because I've had a lot of friends pass of sickle cell as well from school and so forth, and they had always put a life expectancy rate, mortality rate on the sickle cell sufferers that I know, and I don't believe in that or respect that.
All right, so you cut for me for a second, so I didn't hear, you know, Sis Kemet, what exactly you asked me. Can you repeat it, please?
I've had a few friends over the years and family members that has passed from sickle cell, and they've always been given from birth, their parents have always told me, a life expectancy age. And I think I personally don't respect the doctors giving people a life expectancy age. I find that quite disturbing because some of them, they was told, well, they're not going to, by 4, they're going to not, you know, they're only going to live up to the age of 4. Some of them went on to 20, or some of them still living now, you know what I mean, in their 50s, 60s. I don't respect that. I think that should be a definite no.
Stop that, you know. They're supposed to have stopped that life expectancy day. In my generation, they were doing it, so I was told, you know. So according to them, I'm not even supposed to be here. I was meant to have gone a long time ago, you know. They didn't even want me to have children. So, you know, they need to stop it. And in a lot of cases, they have. But as I said, there's a lot of awareness needs to be. Like the doctors and nurses also need to be trained.
Yes.
So you don't feel that the doctors and nurses are trained enough?
School and becomes, you know,
Sorry, Sam, Sister Sam, I was just saying you don't.
It's not compulsory. Yeah, I was saying it's not compulsory for a medical student, whether doctor or nurse or any field, to have any form of sickle cell training. So a lot of the times, when a sickle cell patient, you know, goes into A&E in full-blown sickle cell crisis, they're faced with a doctor that has no idea what sickle cell is. They don't understand the pain, they don't understand anything about it, and because, you know, and you go into sickle cell crisis, I know what I need. Give me some morphine, because I know that morphine can take away this pain, you know.
Yeah.
So I just want that. You could ask me anything, my age, my everything afterwards, but just give me, you know, some oxygen, put a drip on and give me some morphine. I know that because I'm the age I am, right? And, you know, but a doctor that doesn't know, you come in there, you say, look, I'm in sickle cell crisis, so I need some, you know, morphine and that. Oh, they just come in there for drugs. That big black guy over there, you know, crying in pain. They just want to get drugs, you know, because the drugs that are used have a very high, they're called CDs, in other words, controlled drugs, you know. So these have a very high street value. You know? So you can be a big burly black guy and you're in sickle cell pain. They don't want to give you the drugs because they're going to make the assumption that you want these drugs not for the purpose that you're saying, because they don't understand what sickle cell is. They can't believe that you're in such severe pain.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Sister Sam? I've got a quick story, right? And when I say story, this is the truth. I've got a family member, a man. He was young, probably about 18, and he had sickle cell trait, but we were always told that, you know, he was fine, nothing was going to happen to him, you know, it was just going to have mild symptoms. Anyway, as a young boy, he always had, like, and I don't want to, you know, sound tacky or graphic or anything like that, but I'm talking about the medical term, right? So he would always have an erection, but he would never, it would never go down, right? So he always thought it was a good thing. He was like, oh, I'm the man kind of thing. He didn't realize, but because it wouldn't go down, when he realized it got really bad because he was in so much pain, but he wasn't telling anyone. He just thought he was being the man and this is what just happens, right? So we went through this for a good number of years. It was just a good job that I was at the house at the time when he was killed over in pain. He didn't tell his mum. I went and saw him. I said, what is, he was like bawling, screaming. And I said, what is going on? So he explained. We just got him in the car. We took him straight to the hospital. And we went up to the desk and we said, look, there's something wrong with this young man. He's got an erection and it's not going down. And it's been like that for 2 hours. What happens is the blood goes there, but the valve shuts. And then the blood can't go back out the other side. So basically, it was just stuck there and it wouldn't go down. So when we're explaining to, as you said, they need information. So somebody should have been there that was an expert in it that could have come over and said, I'll deal with this. But no, they sat behind the reception desk and they were basically doing everything in their power not to compose themselves and not laugh. It was, I mean, it was so, I'm telling you, like he was in so much pain, like because we went in there and said he has an erection, it's been up for 2 hours and it cannot go down. He was in so much pain. Do you know what I mean? And it took a doctor to come down. And he was just doing his ordinary job and he just saw what was going. He said, just come with me quickly. So I think he'd had some type of experience and he had to have an operation. He had to have an operation straight away.
But why could have lost his life? He could have died.
What they said that. They said that's what it was. But remember what I said to you, they told him he was 1 in a million that had the sickle cell trait and all the symptoms. This is when they said, but they've never seen anything like that before because he's sickle cell trait. But this is the symptoms of somebody that's full-blown sickle cell. Do you get it? So they really don't understand it, and you're absolutely right. So, like, I just commend you for, like, pushing your cause, you know, and just keep on doing what you're doing. And it's just so beautiful that you're on there this evening because I know there's a lot of people that's getting some good information.
Thank you. And the thing is, right, like, the George Moss Centre, you know, it was built for purpose. It was built in 1987, right? And it was built for purpose of the sickle cell and thalassemia community. Thalassemia is an illness, a condition similar to sickle cell, and it affects mainly Mediterraneans, you know.
Wow. Yep. Oh, I had a connection.
So the centre was built for our purpose. And in this centre, we used to do a lot of training of student doctors, student nurses, teachers, parents, anybody came into our centre and got this teaching. Because as I said, a lot of doctors and nurses qualify and have no idea what sickle cell.
Wow.
In communities, in black communities and that, they will come to the George Marsh Centre and get this information, right? But as I said, they turfed us out of the George Marsh Centre. It was built for our purpose. It's called the George Marsh Centre because Dr. George Marsh was a sickle cell, you know, consultant, you know, a hematologist, right? And he made up noise, you know, and helped fundraise for us to have that centre built. Away months before it was you know, about to be open. He passed away. So in his honor they named the George Marsh Centre rather than UK Sickle Cell Centre or, you know, something like that. So it bears his name because it was his idea. You know, he helped fundraise, and you know, and for 30 years it's been working for purpose. They've been doing training, sickle cell awareness, schools, and you know, everybody come there for their, you know, for their education. If I was to go into sickle cell crisis, rather than go to A&E, I would go to the George Marsh Centre. They would hook me up to a drip, you know, to prevent me going into full-blown crisis. I'll get my treatment there. You know, obviously, if I fell into full-blown sickle cell crisis, then I would be transferred to the main hospital. But with them taking the George Marsh Centre away, you see, right? The A&E department is overflowed because people have to go to the A&E department. You know, the ambulance are overflowing and the A&E is overflowing, and these people unfortunately don't know what sickle cell is. So we're getting a higher number of deaths in the ambulance and a higher number of deaths in A&E with these people because they're ignorant, right? And I'm not saying it, you know, to cause offence. They're ignorant because they don't know, and
we lost this.
We've been asking people to sign our petition for us to get
your network is going, Sister Sam, your network is going in and out again. So what you just said in that last minute about they just don't know, yeah, if you can from there, can you just you know, just re-say what you just said?
So we, like, apart from us having like our petition, which is on change.org, Save the George Marsh Centre, where we ask people to please sign our petition so we can get full 100% usage of our centre back. We also, every professional to have some sickle cell awareness training before they qualify, you know, so that they know what they're up with, because it's like it's a case of the PhD and MD ego, you know, whereas they believe that because they got the qualification, they think that they know more than a sickle cell patient. But the adult sickle cell patient is the expert in the room. You know,
Exactly.
I've had this all my life. I know about it a bit more than you do,
Absolutely.
especially if you've not been trained. You know.
So if I was a student nurse now, if I was a student nurse as an African woman, right, would you then say to me, Shanette, when you're training, ask them to send you to the George Marsden Centre to get training on sickle cell? So that's really, we need, as African people, we need to take that responsibility with our young brothers and sisters that are now being trained as student nurses and doctors to push for them to get a part of their training. I mean, how long would you say they would need? Like a year at least, or 6 months? What would you say that would look like?
I wouldn't know because I've not done any form of education in that, but
yeah,
our specialist staff do, and they're the ones that, you know, that it should be part of the curriculum.
Absolutely.
You know, especially in a multicultural, you know, country, you know, and sickle cell doesn't just affect black people, but when it starts affecting, when, you know, you start having blue-eyed, blonde-haired people with sickle cell, you'll soon start seeing something.
Exactly.
You know?
Absolutely.
It's
absolutely.
so reading what Shanette said, It's so important for us to, not only for the doctors and the nurses to have training, but us as members of the community to support sickle cell causes and sickle cell training and
Come
putting
on.
in our community that's trying to do the work. So, because if it affects one, it affects all. That's how I see things.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to make sure that I know that I'm a student nurse, a student doctor. I'm going to let them know to push to get some training. Do you know what I mean? Even if they have to go there voluntarily for their own personal development, for their CPD, go and do it, because you know it's they don't know. They could even have sickle cell trait themselves, and then meet a partner that's got sickle cell trait. Like you said, you're the expert in the room. Do you know what I mean? So go and get that training, and you know, I'll give you an example. Like, I was studying to be a midwife, right? And I came out of that to go into social work. And the reason why I came out of being wanting to be a midwife, because I just found it so boring, like just doing that every single minute of the day. And if I did, somebody that I know actually opened up a place called Baby Suite, and it's a private center where you can, if you're a pregnant person, a pregnant woman, you can go there, and it's so reassuring. It's in Lewisham, and it's such a beautiful place. It's owned by a black man, an African guy, but when I say to you, it is such a beautiful place. They assure you that whatever happens, you're in the best possible place. Now, what I'm saying is that if I would have thought about that when I was a midwife, that I can, from that training, I can go to having my own midwifery like clinic, I would have stayed in it. You know, so he was a smart guy. He thought like ahead. So I'm saying for somebody in this particular situation as a sickle cell, you know, becoming a sickle cell nurse or a doctor and being specialized in that area, they could actually go and open up their own clinic. Do you know what I mean? Get funding to do that, or whether it's a business or not, we need that in our community.
Only that sickle cell warriors, the experts like Sister Samantha,
Come on,
open up their own clinic and let people go there for advice and so forth. But they need the backative of the community to support them, because everything takes finances. The rent for the building, if we don't own it, if we're not going to own it, we have to get behind them. We have to get behind
100.
the fundraising. We have to. There's no excuses. Cannot be done alone.
You see this Tom, Uncle, what's his name? Tom, Captain Tom, walking up and down the pavement. I swear he's raised about £50 million now. Like, there's so many of us in our community. Why can't we do that for ourselves?
It's like when we do our sponsored walk, you know, and it's very sad to see. I mean, we do get a lot of support from our community, but then you've got a lot of people in our community that will say, like, we've got our buckets, and they will say, oh, it's not in my family. You know, but the thing is, I don't have cystic fibrosis in my family or cancer in my family, but if somebody got a bucket, I will still put it in. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, I don't have a dolphin or, you know, a donkey, but, you know, you support, don't you? So if I don't have it in my family, so I'm not going to, you know, to support it.
And I think we have to. I think we have to, you know, understand as well, or understand that sometimes they're ignorant to it because they don't know about it, and it's almost like all these other charities are taking precedent, like cancer. Sorry, I was just going to say, like cancer and all of that. So yeah, do you see what I mean? So it's important for us to just keep on pushing.
Yeah, and the thing is, like with me, like, because I'm a bit more radical, like, as far as I'm concerned, after this pandemic, things can never be the same. Not for me, you know. I've been doing like sickle cell awareness work in the community since 1997. I've given a lot of years, you know, for it. You know, even like fighting for our centre, you know, to get back our centre. I hardly use the centre. I use the centre to do small social things, like community-based, you know, things. You know, but I don't even live in the area, but I'm, you know, fighting, you know, for the centre, you know, with the support of others, you know. But for me, I'm at the mindset of we need our own building. When I say our own building, we shouldn't be fighting and begging nobody for nothing.
Absolutely.
You know, we've got enough money in our community. The reason why the thalassemia people are not fighting for the centre, you know, to use the centre, is because they've got their own. Their community come together and got their own centre. It's a sickle cell and thalassemia community centre, but only the sickle cell community needs the use of it. because the thalassemia community come together and they, you know, they got their school, they get their own centre, so they don't need it, so they don't need to fight for it. You know,
Yes.
and we need to have that same mindset, pull together and buy our own stuff, excuse my language, you know, buy our own things, so we don't have to go begging, handing, you know, begging. And after this pandemic, I've seen too much. I've seen too much throughout the years. I've suffered enough, you know, and I've seen in the short space of this pandemic time, my eyes have been ripped wide open. You know, I've seen things I will not repeat or say here because I have to be overall holistic.
Yeah.
I'm not putting myself in fighting for those who are not ready to get up and fight for themselves. You know?
Exactly.
I'm concerned we should have our own. So I've been looking about my own tips. Oh.
I'm gonna hold my hands up and say, like, I'm gonna hold my hands up, Sister Sam, and say, as an African woman, yeah, I'm ashamed. I don't have all the money in the world, and you know, I'm still there's still a lot of things that I want to do, yeah, or I need to do. However, I still feel ashamed because I know you had what was it, a quiz night that we all came down to. Sister Kemet told us about that, and we came down, and I'm not even gonna lie, no words of a lie. I think about that evening so many times because we had so much fun. Like, healthy competition is good competition, but you know, I was like, oh my God, we need to do this again, and we were on fire. It was really, really nice. And also as well, we were raising money for a good cause. And I just want to say, you know, everything you said this evening, like, I feel so embarrassed because I haven't done anything regarding sickle cell since that night. So like, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna something now. So, no. This isn't enough. I will do better. I promise you. I promise you that. That's part of me becoming a better person. So I will do better, and I promise you that. Yeah, I feel so ashamed, and I think that.
Don't feel ashamed because we can all do a lot more.
I think that I'm allowed to be ashamed because I'm going to speak the truth. I am ashamed, and I'm going to do better. And I think that you know, anyone that's on this live or going to watch it later on, like, just reflect. And because like Sam said, a family said, oh, it doesn't affect me, but actually it does. That's half the problem. It's just like our campaign came at Stop the Silence on sickle cell as well, because we are all affected by this. What we're going to do, wait until one of our family goes into hospital and then they pass away and we go, oh my God, I didn't know. It's too late. No, stop the silence. Stop the silence.
It's so traumatizing when we keep losing, you know, like people that we know because of sickle cell, and then when you hear it's because the doctor didn't give them the oxygen, or you know, something that's very simple that, you know, and if the thing is right, and you're telling the doctors, you know, if into hospital, make sure you've got somebody with you. You know, because you there sick in sickle cell crisis, trying to make these people understand what sickle cell is, you can die. You can die. But I just want to speak about, you know, the quiz night you just mentioned, Jeanette. It's organised by an organisation called Our Legacy. You know, so what they do is they organise quiz nights twice a year and raise money for different charities or community organisations in our community. You know, and Sickle Cell Cause have been the beneficiaries of the quiz night 3 times on 3 occasions.
Okay.
You know? But they also raise money for cancer. You know what the men have.
Prostate cancer.
Can't remember.
Yeah. Say it again, Ken.
Prostate cancer.
Yeah, like prostate cancer, you know, and different organisations. You know, like the Manhood Academy, that's a great organisation, you know, things like that, things in the community that we need to raise money for ourselves. And that was the quiz night that you came to by Our Legacy. You know, they were the organisers of that, and we were the beneficiaries. So thank you very much for coming.
Oh, no, it was amazing. It was an amazing night. So I think you should do your own. It was amazing. Oh my gosh, we've only got 27 seconds left, Cam. So how do we end this?
Can we go back on it? Can we save this and go back on it?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, let's do that. So Sister Sam, stay on the line. The rest of you, we're going to log off now and come back on again.
And come back on. Yeah, please.
This one.
Sure, just stay on the
Stay on the
call.
line. Yeah, stay on the phone, and then we're going to come off.